Welcome to FootballGameplan.com, where football makes sense. I'm Emery Hunt, the czar of the playbook, bring you our NFL Week 10 preview between the Carolina Panthers and the San Francisco 49ers. Now let's take a look at some keys to victory for both teams, starting with the Panthers. You have to be impressed with the way the Panthers receiving corps has stepped up opposite of Steve Smith. That has been an issue for a while in Carolina, but now has grown into a consistent and dependable unit. This week versus San Francisco, in order for the Panthers to have success on offense, a lot will have to be done pre-snap by Cam Newton. For example, getting into the right protection, checking out of a bad play, knowing where the free blitzer that you as the quarterback are responsible for is coming from. If they're able to win before the snap, it enhances the Panthers' chances tremendously. Defensively, the Panthers' front seven will be put to the test. In the running game, the 49ers style is slightly similar to the Panthers in the fact that they love to move their guards and wham with the fullback and tight end while possessing both great talent at quarterback and in the backfield. So being able to win at the line of scrimmage is going to be key. And the linebackers having to stay disciplined versus Kaepernick is also important. So you may see the Panthers sacrifice one guy as a spy to avoid getting gashed on the ground by broken plays. It would also be interesting to see how well they plan to cover Vernon Davis. Do they combo cover him? Do they man him with a linebacker or a safety? Those are two keys you want to watch for in this ballgame. Now let's move over to San Francisco in this ballgame, and the 49ers are coming off a bye week, and offensively speaking versus the Carolina Panthers, I feel that the Niners can still have success running the football, just not out of condensed sets. I look for these guys to go with more of a spread style of a running game because of the fact the Panthers are stout up front, and you want to expand that defense and force them to take one linebacker off the field and replace him with the defensive back. Also, Colin Kaepernick's passing rhythm early will be a key, as it will loosen up that box for the running game. Defensively, I look at the secondary being a key this week for San Francisco, in particular in the slot and at safety. Cam Newton is a quarterback that tends to trust his arm at times on the hash and over the middle of the field, and quite honestly, defenders have missed opportunities to make plays on the ball. And I look at guys like maybe Tremaine Brock or rookie safety Eric Reed being the type of ball hogs back there to capitalize on those opportunities. I believe the Carolina Panthers can have some success running the football versus the very tough 49ers defense if they influence the 49ers by formation and going the opposite way. I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. Here we have trips to the right. So what we're trying to do is influence the 49ers defense to bring their corners to the trip side. Why? Because we're going to have two wide receivers here, hopefully drawing both corners, safety over top, tight end on the backside. And we're going to run a quick slant here with the running back. The slant is a running play, a quick running play designed to hit it quickly, and you're pulling the backside guard, and you're also trapping the hole in which you're running. So I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. So right here, what we're going to do, we're going to down block, have the tight end down block on the 5 technique. We're going to have the play side tackle work up to block this linebacker, and we're going to use the play side guard to kick out the outside backer here. Boom, kicking him out. We're pulling the guard around and leading him up in the hole as we're running the quick slant here with the tailback. Newton opens out, hands the football off right there, hopefully run into daylight. Center is blocking the nose. We're going to have this tackle, backside tackle, work up to get the backer block. Tight end right here off the line of scrimmage is going to try to get this 5 technique block. Receiver's going to try to get the backer, and that's how we're going to do it. So you see where we influence the defense to go to the trip side, running away from the trips, kicking out the outside backer, trapping the outside backer, and leading the tailback in the hole with the backside guard. So I think that's a play that they can utilize versus the 49ers to try to get a big play in the running game. The San Francisco 49ers will see a lot of cloud coverage this week versus the Carolina Panthers because they want to protect themselves versus Vernon Davis and those double tight end sets. And what cloud coverage is when you have the safety sitting in the hole in between the corner and that outside backer to that formation side. I'm going to show you how they can defeat cloud coverage with one play. And we're going to put the wide receiver to the wide side of the field, top of the numbers, running him on a curl, giving Colin Kaepernick the comfort of knowing he has a one-on-one on the backside. Now what we have front side here, we're going to show you, put a free safety in the middle of the field. And what we're going to have front side here, we're keying these 3 guys right here. And with the tight end, they think this is the guy that's going to go out for a route, but we're going to send him in protection. He's blocking. So we're going to have this tight end work up, push up, and try to stay down the hash. You want to stay down the hash. Why? Because this strong safety is going to have to make a choice because we're sending the wide receiver here on what we like to call a sail route. So now you have 2-on-1. Strong safety has to make a choice. Free safety has way too far of field to cover because we aligned this receiver all the way out to the top of the number. So you're reading this backer, you're reading the safety, and you're reading the safety right there. So that's a play the 49ers can run this week versus Carolina, and they can have success if they see these guys in cloud coverage. The X factor for the Panthers will be their offensive line. I alluded to it earlier, how well they have to do pre-snap. They have to be able to recognize the blitzes and the stunts up front in order to protect Cam Newton and also to get that ground game going. The X factor for the 49ers will be their receiving core. Guys outside of Anquan Bolden will have to step up, get open, and make plays for Colin Kaepernick in that offense. If they can expand the field by getting those receivers involved, it's going to be tough to beat San Francisco. Now, here are some coaching points for both teams in this ball game. For Carolina, you have to stay ahead of the chains. That's how you can keep that pressure of the 49ers on third down at bay. You want to keep it in third and short, third and manageable, so that way they can't pin their ears back and get after the quarterback. So you have to stay ahead of the chains. And on defense, you want to keep your eyes on your luggage. That's a saying requiring the defensive players to do their job, do their assignment. Don't try to be a hero, especially versus a team like San Francisco that runs a lot of misdirection running plays. And you want to win on third down defensively. You have to get these guys off the field because they have the ground game that can eat away at the time of possession, and they can go on those long sustained drives that just puts a lot of pressure on your offense to match points. So you have to win on third down and get these guys off the field. And for San Francisco, Kaepernick working the receivers early in the ball game is going to be key. I talked about that earlier in the X Factor segment, and they have to stay exotic on defense. I believe if they can confuse the Panthers up front, it goes a long way in helping the 49ers win this ball game. And I would also keep Vernon Davis on the move. He's an outstanding receiver, and I'm pretty sure the Panthers will key a lot on where he's aligned. Keep him on the move and get him the football as well, and I think the 49ers have a great chance of knocking off Carolina. I like Carolina in this ballgame. I like their ability now to spread the field with both the running game as well as the passing game. I think that's going to be the key. The fact that they can throw the football with effectiveness to many different targets will be a problem for San Francisco, even though they're coming off a bye. And defensively, the Panthers are one of the best defenses in the game. So I like Carolina to give San Francisco problems and come away victorious on the road. And I want to give a huge shout out to Carolina fan forums and 49er fan forums for always showing football game plan support.